Writing from the Manus Island prison, in which he was incarcerated by the Australian government for 6 years, the Iranian Kurdish refugee Behrouz Boochani looks to the mountains. Using hundreds of text messages, Boochani wrote a book which is called No Friend But the Mountains. It is a remarkable text that combines graphic refugee narrative, poetry, Kurdish literature, philosophy, and even a bit of theology. The mountains referred to include the mountains of waves which nearly killed Behrouz Boochani and dozens of other refugees in the waters between Indonesia and Australia. There's a deep sense of longing for freedom, which Behrouz has now achieved at least partially in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Writing from captivity in Babylon nearly 2,500 years before Behrouz Boochani, the Judean prisoners also looked to the mountains. The mountain of Jerusalem, Zion. Like Boochani, they longed for freedom and for justice. And their priestly editors produced the remarkable text we have in our scriptures as Isaiah chapters 40 to 55, known as Deutero or Second Isaiah. We heard the deep longing of the exiles in Handel's superb musical setting of Isaiah 52, sung by Lynn Murray a few minutes ago. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of the messenger who announces salvation. Second Isaiah also gives us the image of Yahweh's servant who will not grow faint or be crushed until justice is established on earth. Christians have long identified that image of God's servant with none other than the Christ child. That the Christ child, hope of the world, has come was and remains an audacious claim. It was an audacious claim in the context of the Roman occupation of Palestine. It is an audacious claim today, where refugees continue to suffer imprisonment and cruelty, in this case inflicted by the Australian government, our government. This is a dilemma in which we all face in one way or another. We long for the coming of the Christ child. We long for the coming of God's community of justice and peace. And we celebrate that community tonight in the figure of the baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. This tension is actually seen in our liturgy tonight, where with our opening hymn, we are longing for Emmanuel to come. And the carols we will be singing in a few minutes' time celebrate the coming of the Christ child with joy. The French philosopher Paul Ricoeur referred to faith as the joy of yes in the sadness of no. The joy of yes in the sadness of no. We can sing joy to the world, the Christ has come. That is, after all, the central claim of Christianity, that the Christ has come. But we also remain aware in our personal lives and relationships, in society, and in our exploitation of Mother Earth, that justice has not yet come. Where exactly is Isaiah's messenger of peace, bringing justice to the earth? Christmas involves the joy of yes and the sadness of no. Joy to the world. O come, Emmanuel.